All right, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
Hey, we're going to start out by giving all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners. Peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, the brother Karab to my right.
Hey, the brother you're not Allah.
All right, hey, GMS Memphis Camp, hey, at it again, man. All right, early in the morning with it, bro. You know, let's eat. Pretty much, we got a lesson, you know, going into the Lord. Judgment is executed every morning, you know, pretty much quoting from Zephaniah 3 and 5, you know. And we're going to get into some articles, get into some precepts. Lord willing, you be edified.
All right, this first article is from the worldstarhiphop.com. It's entitled, "A Youngin Snatched a Man's Gun Right Out of His Back Pocket, then allegedly sent him to the upper room with his own strap in Mississippi."
Right, so over here in Mississippi, right, you had pretty much a guy, he was at the counter purchasing some goods, and then you had some 3 GMO babies, man. That's what we call them, these youngin', these wire ends. All right, they came, seen what they was looking for, snatched his gun out of his pocket, man. And then not only did they just rob him for his gun, you know, is it a video?
Yeah.
Play the video, man.
Fun fact, Jackson, Mississippi has the highest murder rate in the entire nation for 3 years in a row. Wow, link in the description from a news story verifying that. And what you're going to see here is there's the guy that just came in a bit ago has a gun stuck in his pocket. We're going to see several more show up. Let's watch and listen into what happens, including this first one.
Start watching them young niggas when they start doing that.
Hey,
He ain't pushed him.
Hey, that's my gun, man. Give my pistol back, bro. Don't do me like that, dog. Hey, come on, bro.
Man, he look like, you know, Israelite foreigner. You know, he's a Jake in spirit, though, you know. That's a Jake right there. The one that got his gun taken.
Hey, bro, hey. Hey, don't do me like that, bro. Hey. Hey, that was wrong, bro. Nah.
I had to get this Zephaniah 3 and 5, man. You know, hey, man, heavy judgment is coming, man. You know, a shootout is just the inkling of what the Lord is bringing. He ain't just bringing no shootout. You know, after you get that Zephaniah 3 and 5, go ahead and get that second Esdras 15. Start at 1.
All right, good. This is Zephaniah 3 and 5. And it says, "The just Lord is in the midst thereof.
Right.
He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame."
Right. Every morning he bringeth his judgment to light, man. You see? But what it say? The unjust knoweth no shame. You know? To not have the judgment of Yahweh Shema, know the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. Let's be Pacific. To not know the judgment of the Lord, hey, man, hey, that's a shameful thing, man. You know? Because what it tell you in Malachi, the 3rd chapter, hey, is it not for you to know judgment, O house of Israel? Every morning the Lord is executing that judgment, man. What it say? The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The issues of death belong to the Lord. And the reason why you people are pretty much perishing, and as I'm talking about you people, I'm talking about you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians, man. The reason why you Issachar, you Northern Kingdom getting deported, you Jakes getting shot on the street, you know, heavy judgment happening to you, you know, and we not done. They're just Article 1. You know, we got 2 more. Because, man, hey, these things gotta come out. You know, like Apostle Tahar said, hey, we spiritual firemen. We gotta put the fire out of the wicked, man. You know? We news reporters, man. Extra, read out about it, man. You know, you actually got to apply your mind, man. You actually got to pay attention to these events, man, because the Lord is known through prophecy, man. That's his spirit. All right? So when judgment like that happens, hey, the Lord is in the midst thereof, man.
Yep.
Go and get that second edge.
It went straight at the top. This second edge is 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai."
Hey, no, prophecy means to speak before, right? Which that comes from divine influence from the Holy Spirit. Ultimately, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's not us that speak, but it's the Father that speak within us, man. He used our vessels to push forth his message and warn his people, Israel, to get right or heavy judgment is coming. Keep going.
And it says in verse 2, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." And it says in verse 3, "Fear not the imagination against thee,
Right.
let not the incredulity of them trouble thee."
Hey, incredulity goes into unfaithfulness, man. Read that next verse.
And it says that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their
I
unfaithfulness.
ain't want to jump the gun there, but pretty much that's the result of being an unfaithful person, man. And a person that's unfaithful, hey, they don't believe in the power, man. You see?
Yeah.
Corrupt are they, and they do abominable works. So that's why the Lord's judgment is going forth, man. That man that pretty much got his gun taken from him, and he got pushed, and they told him to shut up. Then they called him out his name. Then he tried to run after his gun instead of just leaving it alone. He went and pretty much pushed the issue. And he felt the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know? You gotta let these people have it, man. Don't try to put up a fight, you know? Y'all people think just because America give you these false rights that you think that you can always put up a fight for materialistic things. Hey, man, you gotta let it go, man. But if you had faith, you would have understood that, right? You know? But you crying about a gun. What it tells you in the scriptures, trust, I'm gonna get it. You, just hold that right
Okay,
quick.
come on. Yep.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you gotta
Because you
watch
could just
out for
tell
them.
how his spirit was troubled when his gun was taken. Like, calm down, bruh. That ain't even your blessing. That's Esau's blessing, is the weapon, man. Yours is the spirit, wisdom, and knowledge, you know? That should be the stability of our time. Psalms 44:6. "For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me." So that's why, man, you put your trust in it, man. So the Lord use what you put your trust in against you by the hand of a demon, man. You see?
Verse 5, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world,
Right.
the sword, famine, death, and destruction." Yep.
Hey, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. That's some heavy judgments that's coming upon the earth. Because a lot of these people, they are disobedient, man. Especially our people. Y'all don't want to listen to the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, so you got to feel the wrath.
Yeah.
All right, get that next article.
Okay, come. Yep. This is the next article. It says, "A Cali man," from the World Star News, 31, kills his 25-year-old wife of 11 years, and her side dude crashes into their car, and finding out about the affair, 3 kids are left behind. So let's play this video.
Goddamn ad.
Oh, shit.
A man and a woman allegedly having an affair are killed in a crash. Police say their car was struck by the woman's husband. Good evening. This is the KTLA 5 News at 5:30. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Micah Olma. That deadly crash happened in San Bernardino after the husband reportedly confronted his wife.
KTLA Shelby Nelson live in San Bernardino and has more on the investigation. Shelby.
Share Micah, this has been called a love triangle that took a turn for the worse. And according to that woman's family, she was a church-going woman, a mother of 3, who was in the process of trying to leave her husband.
A church-going woman.
At the intersection of Paris Hill Park Road and Pacific Street in San Bernardino, a memorial symbolizes what tragic event happened here just over a week ago. A man and woman now identified as 25-year-old Asia Guerci and 31-year-old Charles Dark were both found dead inside a vehicle after what appeared to be a crash. Mangled guardrail and a damaged fence show what's left from the impact. San Bernardino police were called out just after midnight on January 26th, but
phone.
Yeah, my phone, man. Snap. But yeah, that was
Yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because ultimately, man, that was done purposely, you know. And here it is. Eve is known for just having them side pieces, man.
Right.
You know, here it is. A woman just don't leave you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just say, "Okay, we through." They go get some friends. Oh, he my friend. He my side piece. Hey, bro, Baba Kashah, I'll get that in the law, man. Get that in the law, Leviticus 20:10. You know. This is the conclusion of the whole matter, man. You know, just dealing with that situation right there. Because a lot of you women, y'all gonna get that harsh judgment, man. You could do whatever you want, say whatever you want, have a bunch of side niggas, right? Cause that's what y'all say, right? Plan Bs, right? One dude can pay my phone bill, like Glorilla. I got a black dude with waves and a brown skin with dreads, you know. That spirit, man, hey, y'all gonna get put to death for that, man. Because little do you know, that's called adultery. Get it out.
Yep, this is Leviticus 20:10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Hey, surely be put to death, man. You know? Back in the ancient time, you didn't have no women having sneaky links, man. You know, you was pretty much getting put to death, man. They was getting we see back then the Lord made examples.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that terrible demon-like power that was putting Jake to death back then is gonna come back now, putting a lot of you people to death, man. Y'all people done forgot the Lord's judgment. You forgot how He rolled, man. Since you weren't watching for evil, evil watching for you.
Yeah.
And therefore that harsh judgment came upon you and y'all died in the car crash, man. You know, it's a lot of judgment that goes forth, man. You know, different types of judgment, everything. It gets worse. Each article's getting worse. It went from a man dying because he got his gun took, and now I go from a sneaky link couple getting killed by the husband, man, because he found out. Now 3 kids left to themselves. Get Jeremiah 11:11. They weren't able to escape that.
Okay. Yep. This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 11 and verse 11.
You want to start at 10?
All right. And it says in verse 10, it says, they are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers.
Right. Heavy idol worshiping.
Yep.
What was said in the article? She was a church woman.
Mm-hmm.
You see? You know?
Yep.
You know she got baptized and never changed.
Yeah, because that's a whoreling house down. That's what they teach and push adultery in there. You know what I'm saying? The pastor, he talking to every woman, you know what I'm saying? You know, committing adultery against the first lady. You know what I'm saying? Because you know most of them women in them churches got a man, they man just not going to church, man. So yeah, you ain't
And then
lying,
them prosperity sermons.
Yep.
You know, them inspirational self motivation. Right. You supposed to be the pastor's supposed to be teaching the Lord's judgment, man.
That's right.
Because if you was taught right in their church, which I know you probably was going a lot of times, you know, if you was going to that church, the message that you should have received was what we just read in Leviticus.
Yeah. That was always supposed to be read to the Israelites from generation to generation. That's why, you know what I'm saying, back then adultery was at an all-time low, because our people knew the penalty for that was death. But now we have Yahweh Shai coming to be that mercy seat for us. You know what I'm saying? For those who, you know what I'm saying, do
Repent.
the baby repent. Those who don't do it unwillingly and get, you know what I'm saying, tricked by these women, you know what I'm saying, that want to create a sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai became that mercy for us. Because if not, back then, if you was caught doing it anyway, if you did or you didn't know, your ass gonna have to get put to death, man. That's why the Lord Yahweh Shai told us, man, when the Lord espoused us to ultimately one woman, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can have many women, but, you know what I'm saying, letting that woman know that she can't cheat on her husband. You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything outside what your husband tell you to do, man. Until he died. That's the only way a woman can leave her man, man, unless he died, man. And that's and that woman right there, you see why she had to be put to death.
Because ultimately she played the harlot, man. You know what I'm saying? Because she played the harlot, Hey, she died.
She died.
Now her kids don't have no mother and the father in jail, man.
Come on.
See, leave it up to a woman like that lesson we went into, man, they'll destroy a whole foundational home, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it says in there she was trying to get away from him,
Mm-hmm.
you know? He wasn't done with her. You know, that's another thing. A lot of women think that they can just dismiss a man, man. No, you his possession.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You always, you his possession, especially if you was his first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you stuck with that for the rest of your life until he died.
Yeah.
But when you go outside the laws and the ordinance of Yahweh Shema Shai, pretty much that's just what comes at you. Keep going on that, John.
Yep, so it's Jeremiah 11:10. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words.
Right.
And they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant,
Yeah.
which I made with their fathers. Verse 11, therefore thus saith the Lord, power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
It's simple. The Lord's going to bring an evil that you're not going to be able to escape.
Yep.
You would think them being in a car, you would think they would escape the judgment, but they couldn't.
Mhm.
You know, that man was enraged, man. You know, jealousy is the rage of a man. So, hey, he had a determined motive, which ultimately was, influenced by Yahweh Shema Shai. Because that's the rage of Yahweh Shema Shai. He tired of you people doing whatever you want to do. Mainly our people, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians.
Yep.
Hey, Baba Kashai, I'll get Amos 9 and 10.
Okay.
And then go to the next article.
All right. This is Amos 9 and verse 10. And it reads, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword,
Yeah.
which say the evil shall not overtake us nor prevent us.
Right, all the sinners of my people, those that willingly sin, which equals iniquity, right? Because you keep sinning
Yeah.
purposely, willingly.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna reap that judgment, man. Hey, you're gonna taste that sword. And it's mainly talking about those missiles, man. The real sword, those missiles. Yeah, Edom is that sword. He's gonna have great wrath, and you're gonna pretty much taste his sword. But hey, the Lord is gonna put that finishing touch with those nuclear missiles that's gonna come over here during World War III, man.
Gun.
Hey, over with.
Yeah.
Get
Hey,
that.
and also like the like you saying, the Israelite foreign that was in there in Baltimore that got his gun took. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that sword right there too, modern day killer interest. Cause back then the ancient swords was, the sword. Then modern day killing interest, you got the guns, the Uzis, and like the brother was saying, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai sword. You know what I'm saying? Them thermonuclear missiles, man. The ultimate killing instrument. So this is the other article from WMR2news.com, and it reads 50 years prison time for Baltimore County woman found with bodies of 2 children inside of her car. And it says,
Now the first one was in Mississippi.
Salaki, that was
Yeah,
Salaki, my
this
bad.
one right here in Baltimore.
Come, Salaki, yeah, Mississippi. Yeah, come. You can tell by the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the article. It says Baltimore, an end to a gruesome story in Baltimore County. Nicole Johnson, 36, was sentenced to 50 years in prison after the bodies of 2 children were found in her car. The disturbing discovery was unveiled July 28, 2021, and it all begun when officers assigned to the Essex precinct pulled over to Johnson's vehicle on Eastern Boulevard near Wagner Lane. It says officers found that the vehicle was uninsured, registered, and had a fake temporary West Virginia tag attached to it. And it says the initial plans were to tow the car and issue citation, but Johnson had made some disturbing comments when the officer told her of a potential court date. Yep, and it said Johnson was instructed to take anything she may need out of the car before it was towed. That's when the officer reported he began to smell a strong odor, immediately believing something was dead in the car. Yep, and it said Johnson pulled out a plastic tote and trash bag from the trunk, and police said the bag contained maggots and a suitcase. She tried explaining to the officer that it was just dirty blankets from living out of her car, but they were not convinced and ordered her to open the suitcase. And it was then discovered was made, the decomposing body of 7-year-old Jocelyn Johnson, and after the child was found, Johnson made an unsuccessful attempt to flee. Yep, and it says once she was caught, officers made the second horrific discovery: the body of Jocelyn's 5-year-old brother Larry, who was found stuffed inside plastic tote bag. Yes, it's heavy.
Hey, Baba Kashah, get that spirit created for vengeance.
Okay.
You know, that was heavy, man. You know, that was heavy.
Yeah.
Put them in tried to pretty much dump their body or something, you know. But she had it around her for a minute.
Yeah.
You see?
God.
Because in order for you to tell it was a minute, she had their bodies for a long time because they started getting maggots and worms. You know, their body was decomposed, man. But it just show you the mindset of that individual, man. You know, sick. And she did it by her hands. See, man, hey, you either gonna fear the Most High or the Lord gonna take you out, man. You know, you gotta stop playing with the Lord. You know, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, because just hearing that right there, man, it put fear in me. You know, like, dang. One day you could be in your right mind, the next day you could be without it. You know, it's just, man, it's a fearful thing to fall into his hands.
Because of the evil that the Lord bring, you know, that evil going to bad times. So, you know, the bad times that were brought up upon her, trigger her to that mindset, put her in that mindset. And guess what? The Lord is about to bring evil upon the whole world. So a lot of people's mindset are going to be triggered to do things like this, to eat their child, to turn cannibalistic, to shoot one another, to steal from one another. You know what I'm saying? These things about to intensify. This just ain't going to be happening in Baltimore. It's going to be happening to every city across the country of the shores of America, man. Soon.
Right.
Ooh. So this is Sirach 39 and 28. And it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Come on, man.
Heavy, bro. Heavy judgment. Hey, the Lord ain't playing, man. It said appease him, like brings the Lord to happiness. You know, the Lord like, yes. Because see, the angels, they excel in his strength. You know, excuse me. But they excel in his strength, man. You know, they can't wait to do his commandments. And that's heavy. Get that second there, just 8 and 50. We just gonna close out on that.
All right, cool. So this is 2nd Ezra 8 and starting at verse 50. And it says, for many great misery shall be done to them that in their latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Bring it back again, my brother.
This 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. For many great misery shall be done to them that in a latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Hey, many more miseries is coming. You know, a person might listen to that and be like, what monster would do that? Well, what deity would do that? That's what we would correct and say. You know, and it's Yahweh Shema Washai, because the Lord ain't playing, bro. You know, he's not playing, and he gave judgment to his son. Whew.
Come on now.
Man, he gave judgment to his son. Like, hey, son, you got this. Make daddy proud. You know, and pretty much the Lord executing heavy judgment, man. The whole world gonna know Yahweh Shai, bro. You know.
That's right.
Hey, that's all we have. Hey, we're gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the four corners, man. Peace and blessings to the brothers pushing that word. Shalom.
Shalom.